Yes, I'm reviewing this episode. It seems to be the most hated episode of SpongeBob, but I've sat through bad episodes before. It's not that bad, right?
Anyone ever complains about the songs in Magical Mystery Cure to me ever again, I will fight you on the side of the street. This is the...
Start off with the slowest moving song in SpongeBob history, and it only gets worse from there. The special is not funny, and the plot is really bad. Every art style they try, they severely botch. Gave my eyes a kick to the crotch. They somehow made 8-bit animation look like trash. The special was just a desperate grab for cash. No, seriously, Nick is the one to blame. I'm sure they did this to sell the video game.
Alright, I guess I still need to review it. So, we start the movie out with SpongeBob and Patrick blowing bubbles. These are the only good parts of the movie, the first 10 minutes, because it actually has a lot of funny jokes that I surprisingly laughed at. But then, after that, we get some character development. So, once they get to the museum, they tell the people who don't know about SpongeBob that SpongeBob and Patrick like bubbles, Squidward likes art, Sandy likes science, and Mr. Krabs likes money. So it turns out the bus runs on song. Convenient. And they sing a song, putting a real emphasis on song, because, well, it's not singing.
Sing a song of wanting to move along to a land where all our dreams, to a land where all our dreams can finally come true. A bubble I long for, that's so we lose, but soon enough I will see.
Well, that's just splendid, boy, and where it brings money.
You know, putting 4 songs in a blender does not make a song. You need to actually, make one consistent song. My God, don't you hate default microphone? And also, what do we learn from this song? Well, that SpongeBob and Patrick like bubbles, Squidward likes art, Sandy likes science, and Mr. Krabs likes money. We also learned that Plankton would like to hurt all of them, but this plan makes no sense, and also it's not really that important to tell us because he's still the villain no matter what. So, yeah. So we then go to the treasury, which is just a room filled with nothing but gold. And Mr. Krabs sings about how he likes money. You know when you make a musical, your songs have to develop the plot, right? So they get shrunk down to the size of a germ because I don't know, and it for some reason transports them into this really awful looking 8-bit video game. I can't show you because Viacom is this big copyright monster, but I can show you a game that basically just looks like that scene. Super easy, fun time adventure pants. So, in a game like, let's say, Super Mario Brothers, for example, they try to make it look good, and they make everything look distinguishable, and not like they threw a bunch of blocks together and called it a day. For example, even if I were only used to New Super Mario Brothers or something like that, I can still see that is a Goomba. It's just, it looks like a Goomba. It doesn't look like they mashed a bunch of blocks together because of technical limitations. So, Squidward sees a painting, and he, for some reason, can jump right into it, Mario 64 style. And he sings about how he likes art. We know that already. You told us that twice. You don't need to tell us that 3 times. Why don't you cut these songs out? They're pointless. So it turns out it was all a dream or something. And Squidward then poses for everybody because he likes art. So it turns out that the Atlanteans walked hundreds of miles on foot from their home planet all the way to Earth to carry a bubble because potatoes. I'll just let Mr. Enter say this because, well, I'm too lazy to say it, that's all.
With our most ancient and fragile Atlantean relic.
I don't know what could possibly... Oh, who gives a crap? They try to take a picture of the bubble, and after they do, it pops. That's funny. Back at the beginning, the bubbles were popping.
We destroyed your most prized possession!
You numbskulls! Everyone knows that wasn't the real bubble. It's just a prop for stupid tourists. This is the
So wait a
real
second.
deal.
They popped the second oldest living bubble?
Summon the Atlantean Royal Guard.
But the bubbles they popped already. What does doing anything to them really help? So they have a surprisingly intense climax where they use all the characters as weapons, but it barely goes on for any time, and it kind of is pointless to the rest of the movie. But it's still good because the rest of the movie is trash.
And so that's how we got here.
I know, Patrick. I was there.
Who makes a tank that shoots ice cream?
And so that's how we got here.
I know, Patrick. I was there.
So, was Atlantis or Pantis awful? Well, kinda, but not really. I see what they were trying to do, and I think it could have worked if they had more time to make it. But stuff like the conflict with Plankton, I feel, was kind of pointless. Maybe if every room they actually learned something about themselves and figured out how to improve themselves, I would have been on a different page here, but instead we got this repetitive slop that didn't have any direction, that just feels like 4 movies playing at once. I get where they were going with this, but it ended up bad.
Back to my depressing life of quiet desperation.
Goodbye, Atlantis. Bottom bye.
Turn this bus around.
We had our fun.
Sure did.
Now we're dark.